Hebrews 3:12-19 warns believers to avoid an evil heart of unbelief, but it's not about losing salvation. Moses and the Israelites truly believed in God, as Exodus 4:31 and other passages clearly note. And yet their unbelief barred them from entering the physical promised land, which is God's rest in this context. It's not heaven. Now the term partaker of Christ in verse 14, metakoi, means participating in the Christian life, its afflictions, blessings, and rewards, similar to the blessing of getting to enter into Canaan. It does not mean positional salvation from hell or eternal life. It doesn't say that. Now a believer can depart into unbelief, that's clear. They can miss out on rewards, and they can suffer consequences, but their salvation is always secure. Now the Israelites, including Moses, are examples of people that had believed, they were saved, but they failed to enter God's rest due to their unbelief. So we must define terms like partaker and rest with evidence in context. In this context, since even those who are cited as failing to partake and enter God's rest wound up in heaven, God's rest and partaking cannot be about eternal life. Now some claim all the Israelites who left the faith never truly believed, but this is a dishonest interaction with the numerous texts that plainly say they believe, and the text is inspired. That's why they're also cited as those who departed from God, because they actually believed. It's a warning for real believers to not emulate that. It's also difficult to argue that the entire generation of Israelites who perished in the wilderness were eternally condemned. So there were approximately 2 million of them, especially when some of them, the ones that passed through the Red Sea, are cited in the Hall of Faith, a chapter that only otherwise lists saved people. Also, if Moses was certainly saved, Hebrews 3 cannot be referencing a loss of eternal life. Moses failed to partake in this sense. He failed to enter the rest. And all those that failed to enter due to unbelief, according to the context. And yet Moses still went to heaven. So we must labor to enter this rest, just like God worked 6 days to enter his rest on the seventh, but we don't work for a free gift of eternal life.